I have my chains entangled. Sorry. Hello everyone. Just waiting for people to just come in and join in. Let's see. You know that they are having people watching this live video from all over the world. Hi Monica. Uh, Hi Lalita. So I have the clock changes a little bit, and seconds and minutes all over the world. So good evening, good evening, good evening. So let me turn to the back camera and invite people. Hi Teresa. Hi Chetu. Turn the back camera on, and that is the Shivling and the Shri Yantra. Shri Yantra represents Shakti and all our lots of love, Lalita. Namaste, namaste, Monica. Usually, I would like to keep. I'm focusing my video back camera towards Shri Yantra, and the Shivling is behind. Upon the Shivlinga I kept the Shri Yantra, and below you can see Solaris made of copper. So sun is energy. Is it so? I'm just increasing my volume button. And how is my voice now? I hope now it is okay. So I have focused my camera upon the Shivling and then the Shri Yantra, as well as sun. So sun is the life giver, as well as Shri Yantra represents the chakras. Yeah, increase the sound. Can you hear me now? Maybe you have to increase your volume button, okay? Check your device, Lalita. Now I'm speaking very loud. If you can't hear me, please let me know once again. So I have the Shri Yantra here, and the Shri Yantra represents our own Kundalini, and it represents very nice sacred geometry. It represents Kundalini awakening, all the chakras present in our body, and this is the base. Hi Bridget. This is the base of the pyramid and even the temple structure, in India, and even the stupas. Everything is based on this. So it's that is why I usually keep Shri Yantra here, because it represents. Hi Rambhushan. So let me once again. I want to invite some people. I'll just invite some people. Teresa is already here, but I'll simply send an invite there. I'm just trying to send invite to as many people as possible. think I have invited few people. Hi Clarissa. Hi Shivanjali. Namaste all of you. Namaste everyone. I welcome everyone to this next live video meditation, and we are going to speak about certain things before the blessings and the healings which is going to happen. Actually, like I was being pressed to speak about it for quite some time. I have to. I think it's a high time I have to speak about it, and that's why I'm going to speak about it. I don't know how many people believe in what's coming up and what's going to happen, but I'm going to tell you the truth here. Actually, like I was instructed to tell the truth to you. I put it in a very simple manner. This is nothing to do with scaring you or putting you into fear-based mindset or something like that. But I just have to speak the truth. During every time, when you go through the Vedas and all that, I have not read Vedas, but I just know through my clairvoyance and claircognizance, I know what is written in the text and in those materials, and that's why I am speaking about it. There has been Hanung. So there has been constant and changes, and we call it in India in the Vedic text we call it as yuga. The yugas represents. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's okay, Brisha. Thank you for sharing. Anyway, the the past all these years since the humans were created, the creation was subdivided into what is called as the yugas. In the yugas, actually, we have the Satya Yuga, then Dwapar Yuga, and the Treta Yuga. Right now, what we are experiencing is the Kali Yuga. What is going to come up once again is called Swarna Yuga. It is once again that 4 yugas which will get repeated once again, but you call it is Satya Yuga coming up, but we call it as Swarna. Swarna means gold. The golden age is coming. And how does it come and how does it happen? And what is the difference between the yugas and what is happening? Earlier, as far as truth goes, yes, we have been watching so many movies and all that, and where people from extraterrestrial come and they say that they live, their age is 1,000-year-old or 10,000 years old, and they live for so many years and all that. Everything is true. So in the Satya Yuga, people used to live for 100,000 years. Somewhere there. Right now we are living for nearly 60 to 100 years, and they used to live for 100,000 years, and later on the next yuga they started living for maybe 10,000 years. Later on they lived for 1,000 years, and now in the Kali Yuga we are living for 100 years. So that has been the why it is like that, why they were living for so many years, and why has the longevity reduced here. Actually, as and when the frequency of the earth began reducing little by little, you know, the speed of the earth has come down, and therefore the age also, the length of days and nights have expanded, and therefore our longevity Actually, we were supposed to live for 10,000 years or 1,000 years, and it has been reduced to 100 because of the density of the earth. The earth has started spinning very slow. Earlier, the volume of the earth was lesser, the diameter of the earth was lesser. Hi Jay, hi Dustin, and therefore the speed of the earth has come down, and that's why whenever we see that, we can see our life as past, present, and future. When we go into the higher dimensions where everything exists and everything is happening very fast, it happens so fast that there is no difference between the past, present, and the future. Everything is existing at the same time, and we can have a quantum jump into the future, into the past, and everything. We can rectify everything, and everything is happening at the same time. So yeah, like most of the people who would have watched some videos, or you have read certain books or something like that, you they would have been always mentioning that we exist beyond time and space. Why beyond time is, there is nothing called as past, present, and future. We are witnessing it as past, present, and future on the earth because there is a long time gap. We feel that the time gap is very fast. Actually, everything is spinning in the time, everything is spinning. So when it is spinning, like when it is spinning very slowly, it is easy for us to watch what is happening just in front of us and behind us. It is like, just imagine you are spinning on a merry-go-round or something like that. When the merry-go-round is, you are sitting on the merry-go-round, that is how, like, we are on the earth and earth is spinning. Hi Babu. uh, when the merry-go-round is spinning very slowly, you can see what is around you. You can watch within, and you can see what is inside. You can watch outside, and you can see what is outside. In it clearly you can see what is happening. But when it is spinning very fast, you are unable to see what is there and here. Everything seems, you feel even those are moving along with you. Okay, so things are moving very fast, and there is no, like, it's very easy for you to jump over there. Just when you let go of yourself, you will simply go to outside of the merry-go-round or fall inside of the merry-go-round, and it's very easy, like you can just trip over here and there. And that's what happens in the higher dimension. In the higher dimension, the spinning is so fast that there is no difference between past, present, and future. The outside environment, the inside environment, when the spinning is very fast, you can experience everything over there. The whole environment will be spinning together, and therefore there is no difference between the past, present, and future. Hi Robert. But when we are on the earth is comparatively from the higher dimensions. Comparatively, the earth is spinning at a very lower phase. Therefore, we witness everything. We are able to see the past, and we are able to even think about the future. But everything is happening at the same time. As and when you ascend into the higher dimension, what happens is, the physical body remains on the earth. It remains attached to the earth, whereas we will activate what is called as the light body. The light body has the ability, our soul has the ability to remember everything and travel everywhere in the same way. Our light body, when our energies get activated, when the chakras get activated, we develop what is called as a personal vehicle called Merkaba. We call it as Vimanas or Vahana in Indian Vedic text, but in a common cosmic spiritual terms, we call it as Merkaba. So Merkaba is a kind of energy vehicle, and when the Merkaba gets activated, we can very easily travel to different dimensions. We can travel to the galaxies. We can visit different star systems. We can travel everywhere. We can even travel far beyond into the source and become one with the source. When this travel begins, it is at this time, when this kind of travel begins, we will be able to see gods, goddesses, archangels, and angels. And now here we are dealing with several set of population when I am doing this live video on my own timeline. Earlier I used to do it on my group, but now I am doing it on my timeline. Therefore, there is a mixed population who are witnessing. Hi, Myra. Hi, Asha. So, therefore, people who are awakening and awakened, who regularly visit my timeline at this time, they know that I conduct live video on Sundays. They know very well, and most of them are initiated by me, and therefore, most of them are awakened and awakening souls. They understand what I speak exactly. And when I say that we speak to gods, goddesses, archangels, angels, and even ascended masters, we speak to Buddha or Sai Baba or Melchizedek, they understand. They really understand and they comprehend. These truths are forever recorded for those coming after us. Yeah, sure, it is recorded. Whatever I'm speaking is getting recorded there in the higher realms, in the Akashic records, and it is available for everyone to take this out and retrieve it. So, thank you, Bridget. So, therefore, when we say that we are able to speak, the people around us, very unfortunately, 10% of the population have this ability to tap into these higher dimensions, and therefore we connect. We A lot of us are having the ability to channel messages directly from the source or from gods or archangels and angels, and we get channel messages. Not only that, we also channel messages through Pleiadians, Octurians, Andromedans, Lyrans, Antirans, Greco-Medians, and all that. And they usually visit us during meditation, or they visit us during sleep, or they even visit ethically. And we are it depends upon our clair abilities. If we are clairvoyant, we have the ability to see them with the third eye, and if we have the clairaudient ability, we are able to hear them, and we hear these channel messages, and usually we write it down, or we just go on typing it or record it in our memory and then retrieve it. So however, during group meditation, it happens in the group itself. They enter into that group portal itself and start giving those messages. So this is true, and we know that it is true, and we know that. So people who do not know, they think that this woman is off and she's gone, and she is speaking something, she's speaking nuisance, or most of the awakened souls are experiencing this, and the other people think that we are delusional, or we are having illusions. But we know that, because what we are channeling here, many people all over the world, because when source is channeling, and some archangel or angel, or maybe even star commander Ashtar, or Sophie, Mother Sophia, anybody channels, that they are channeling to the whole world. Everyone gets this message. The channelings are sent from the source for 24 hours. It stays in the atmosphere, and therefore anyone can tap into it. It is that we are able to tap into those frequency, our devices are hi Vishnu. Our devices, like our mobile devices or our computers, are able to tap into the particular radio frequency. How are you able to see me? I am sitting hundreds or thousands of kilometers far away. I am doing my live video on my device here, and people all over the world who are connected here are watching me on the live video. How are you able to see? Because our device is able to catch that radio frequency. Same way, we can also tap into the intergalactic. Hi, listen. We can also tap into the intergalactic frequencies and tap into those messages. That is what happens to us. We tap into several frequencies beyond the earth realm, and we have established this connectivity. This connectivity can be established consciously or unconsciously, whether you know about the chakras activation and kundalini raising and all that. If you are able to tap into it, it means that you have already raised it, kundalini, you have activated your third eye and crown chakra. Mainly when the third eye and the crown chakra gets activated, you have the ability through the crown chakra, you get connected to the higher dimensions, higher realms, intergalactic beings and other star systems, and directly to the source, God and angels everywhere. So this is the truth. So it's something about this connection. What is the message I exactly wanted to deliver here? Hi Gio. Hi Anusha. What is the message I wanted to deliver here? That is very important. Let us see. And this is what the message I was told to. We all know this truth. Most of us who are in this who are already awakened, we know this truth. There is we are living in the dark age. What does this dark age means? This hi Vishnu. We are living in this dark age. What does this dark age means? We call it as Kali Yuga in Indian Vedic means in Sanskrit, and it means that darkness. It represents different facets. Okay, it represents that we are living in the darkness of divine wisdom and knowledge. That means we are totally living in the world of ignorance. You go and meet you meet any person, like I told you, only 10% are awakened and awakening souls, and the remaining population, they don't even know what is happening there. You tell them that, hey, I'm during my meditation, God comes and speaks to me, or angels comes and speaks to me. What is their reaction? They make fun of us, isn't it? Why are they making fun of us? That's because they are living in the world of ignorance. It has happened like that. The dark age has brought this ignorance. Our ancestors who lived in the previous yugas, they knew that, and when we used to say that I spoke to this person, I spoke to the God, I spoke to angels and all that, they knew it. They knew very well, and there was no second thought. There was no doubt at all. This doubt was not created at all, because they knew it was the truth. Because they can speak maybe 500 years ago, nobody knew that we could do this kind of mobile small device would be here, and we could do video calling, and people all over the world could watch it. It was unimaginable. In the same way, now it is for the rest of the population, it is unimaginable to say that is it possible to speak to God? Is it possible to speak to angels? Why? Hi Sunil. Why does it happen like that? Because they live in the world of ignorance. For them, speaking to God or listening to God or listening to the angels, and the angels speaking to us, all these things are beyond their mind capacity, beyond their comprehension, beyond their understanding. Therefore, when we speak, they can't even comprehend it, because they do not have this divine knowledge and divine wisdom. They are living in the world of ignorance. They are having darkness. That darkness has covered them completely. Mind has taken complete control. When we are living in ego and the human identification, it is very difficult for us to connect with the divine. The moment we surrender this human self and say, I am not this human self, I am something even more than that or beyond that, it is at that time we start connecting with our own soul, and through the soul it is easy for us to connect. So what is the news? The news is, there is always darkness. Every yuga, the darkness overpowers itself, and it tries to take over the entire humanity. And every time, there is help coming from everywhere. the gods, goddesses, and all the divine beings from the different galactic system, from the different star systems, they come here in their spaceships, and they join hands with all the awakened and the awakening soul, and they protect the humanity. It happens everywhere. If there is a war happening in the other galactic system, in other planets where life is there, we go there and help them. Who we? The awakened souls. We just go there and we just help them and we come back. This is a part of a contract we have made, all the awakened beings have made. And now this is the time of earth ascension, and every time it has happened, and everyone knows that during the Treta Yuga and the Dwapara Yuga, wars were fought, and millions of people died in those wars. You know, like people who are familiar with Krishna should be also familiar with the war of Kurukshetra, where once again millions and millions of people died. There was always a war between the dark and the evil. It always happened. Whenever you read any mythology, the Greek mythology or any other like Egyptian mythology, wherever you go, that we know that there is always a war between the darkness and the light. So once again, a huge war is coming. It may begin, and it was predicted that it may begin in 2035. This war is not happening between the people of the earth, it is actually happening between the darkness and the light. Like the light warriors are here, like the divine beings are here, all the gods, goddesses, archangels, and angels will acquire a human form, will be appearing as normal as any human being. They'll be simple human beings, but within them will be the God self or the goddess self or the angelic self. Now we are born here, like we are born here, the divine is born here, and we are living in a camouflage. It is same way. There are lot of evil forces and evil entities also which are born here, and they have also acquired a normal human face. A normal human body. So there is always this attack happening, and whomever I am awakening these days, this is my job. That is what I do. I give initiation, and through initiation I awaken people. I awaken two set of people. One set of people are human beings who want to who will be ascended masters in the future. Within 1 or 2 years of awakening, they become Hi Sunil Kumar. They become awakened, ascended masters. They will become like gurus, rishis, or munis, or something like Sai Baba or Melchizedek or Saint Germain or any other apostles or something like that. They are going to become very powerful ascended masters, and that's why their awakening is very important, because they are the ones who are going to spread the message about the divinity and about the war that is going to come up between the dark forces and the light forces. And there are we need warriors for this. This is going to be usually an energy battle or something like that. It doesn't involve missiles and nuclear weapons and all that. It is completely an energy war that is happening between the dark and the light. So we also need lot of warriors to support us, and therefore we awaken another set of people who are most of them are here. They are from the intergalactic space, intergalactic beings who came here. They said that okay, I'm ready to take up this human body, and just at the right time I will be awakened by one of the divine souls, and I will be initiated by them, and I will remember why I came here. I will remember my galactic self, I will remember my angelic self, or I will remember my God self or goddess self, and they come and they get awakened here by already the divine beings. Once they are initiated by the divine beings, they awaken into their divine selves. When they awaken into the divine self, they know that what they have to do. Slowly, they will completely surrender their human self. They will also surrender their ego. First, they surrender their ego. Ego tells that you are this one. It gives us all the labels. You are. They will. It identifies us with a name, with a profession, and with the family we are born into, or the family we are married into, or whatever it is. It identifies. So therefore we first surrender the ego. Later on we surrender even our human self and connect with our soul and our higher self. After making these kind of connections, we understand that we have come here for a different purpose. We have not come here um, to uh, to play a role of a human being alone. We have another role. We have other bigger roles to play. We have a role in this war, and we have a role in this awakening. We have a role in this increasing the awareness, increasing the consciousness, and expansion of the collective consciousness, and healing the collective, and then increasing the energies on the earth. Each and every person's energy increases. Totally, the earth's energy will increase. It is exactly like there is a dark room and there is one light which is lit. That one bulb is an awakened being. And actually, suppose we'll take an example of a very huge hall. 100 by 100 feet hall is there, a very huge hall. Like it is night time, only one bulb is lit, and that bulb is the enlightened being. And there are thousands of bulbs, because it is a huge hall. Maybe we can take, there are thousands of bulbs, and this bulb will jump start another bulb, another one, and it keeps on jump starting, and thousands of bulbs will start lighting. What will happen in the hall? The whole hall will get totally enlightened. It gets totally illuminated. It is filled with light. That is what every awakened being does. This awakened being awakens, and then it starts awakening other people around them. Like one bulb will jumpstart the other bulbs, and it illuminates the entire place. In the same way, one awakened being illuminates other people around that person, and like whomever they are connected with, and therefore each and every one awakens. They will increase to the higher energies. Higher they increase to the higher energies of the earth. They contribute to the higher energies of the earth. That is why we are here, and that is why we have suddenly awakened. Every one of us were living normal human life like any other normal human being, because we were socially raised in a very conservative way and all that, and we lived among the people, amidst the society and all that, and we didn't even know, and we hadn't awakened into our divine self and the true self. We didn't know what we are, and therefore as and when we awakened, we came to know that we have not come here to live like any other normal human beings. We have a greater purpose. We have other purposes in life. And why it should happen? Why all these years everything was just left like that, and everything was left discarded? Maybe for 5,000 years, one or other sometimes like Buddha came or Jesus came, they just came, they just awakened thousands of people and went away. But always the population were in millions and billions. They could not awaken the entire masses. But now there are so many people suddenly coming here. Why it is coming is they are preparing everyone. They want to awaken. Every awakened person will live through the war, and then they will lead a very happy life, and everyone will live for 200 or 300, and even they can live for 500 and thousands of years. So we are going to have a very lengthy lifespan. Therefore, when initiation happens by a divine being, usually you are healed in every way. Sometimes our human self, like most of the people, the human self says that, okay, I am a human being, I cannot live more than 60 years. Like if I drag till 100 years, that itself is a great thing and all that. They don't believe in complete healing, they don't believe in complete cellular regeneration, they don't believe in replacement of the cells and the tissues. I don't blame them, because that is how it has been happening for thousands of years. They have completely forgotten our ancestors who lived before that, how they used to live and how they were, and how they were unstoppable, infinite, and limitless. Therefore, I am telling, like, whoever are initiated by a divine being, like persons like me who are already cosmic spiritual, if you have initiated, if you have undergone an initiation, please understand that it doesn't matter how old you are right now. Like you are going to have a complete restructured body. So every part of the body, every cell of the body will be getting replaced, regenerated, and abandoned. So everything, you will have a complete physical body restructuring, and a new physical body, and a new and very strong, healthy body which is completely healed. I don't know, like there may be a lot of hidden ailments and future ailments also, even that one will be healed. So now at this moment, a restructuring is happening. Therefore, people may experience some kind of tiredness, complete body pain, or inflammation in the body. They may experience multiple health issues right now. If you are initiated, if you are already an awakening or an awakened person, these kind of symptoms are very common. I know that thousands of people are sending me these kind of messages, that they are having total body pain, they are having extreme headache, and they are feeling dizzy. Yeah, either they have extreme continuous hours together of sleep, or otherwise they are experiencing sleeplessness, and you are having extreme body pain, inflammation in the body, and all that. So so many problems, physical issues are being faced. It is not a disease. Actually, you are not suffering a disease, you are actually suffering, you are actually upgrading your body. Whenever there is an upgradation, suppose you want to do some renovation work in the house, at that time there will be lot of chaos in the house, lot of changes will be happening at that moment. But later on, when you after the restructuring work or renovation work is complete, then you have a very new look, isn't it? So right now at this moment, your body is undergoing our body is undergoing restructuring, and there is a complete renovation which is happening in our physical body. So you may feel that your body is crumbling down. Please do not have any negative opinion, or do not be fearful. Please understand, if you are experiencing this, definitely it shows that you are experiencing this complete renovation happening in your physical body, and restructuring is happening. Even me, although I am healing thousands of people, even I am undergoing the same bodily changes. But I know some of you wouldn't know why it is happening, but since it is my duty to tell that this is what is exactly happening. Be happy that your body is responding to all these cosmic energy and extreme energy flares which are flowing in right now, and helping you to take these energies, imbibe it, and our body is cooperating, and there is a complete change happening in the physical body. And therefore, whenever the old cells are dying and it is taken away, it is thrown out, and new cells are formed there. So replacement is happening brick by brick. Hi Krishna. brick by brick it is taken out and new brick is placed. So our cells are called as the building blocks. They are the bricks of our body. So every cell is being replaced so that you get a completely new transformed physical body. So the constituents which were in the carbon based body is also changing these days. For awakening and awakened souls, we are having a different constitution. We are having a crystalline body structure which is much more a silicon body structure, and which is much more fluid and much more flexible, which makes us totally infinite and limitless. It has begun at the bone, and I was discussing with some of the highly awakened beings, and they are also experiencing the same thing. I am. Hi Clarissa, thank you for this message. It resonates with me, and I have been feeling pain throughout. Yes, Clarissa, it is truly happening for every awakening and awakened souls. It has already. You are already an awakened souls, and yes, it is definitely happening. Most of us are already experiencing this. Yeah. And therefore, like I was discussing with some of them, and they also agreed with it. I felt that I was visited by Octorian Lord Lobos, and even Sabrina. She is a Octorian galactic healer. She is a very powerful healer, and they visited me, and they were actually replacing. I have a injured, I don't have bone. I have only 3 mm of bone in two of my spinal column, and two bones. I have only 3 mm. I just my bone got broken and degenerated after an accident, and actually clinically speaking I cannot sit properly, but I am sitting. That is because of the energies. Without a bone, how can a person sit straight like this? Like I have some physical limitation because of that, but still I am just appearing normal to the whole world, because of these energies I am carrying within me. And I thank Source, I thank Reiki, and I thank all these energies and the blessings of all the divine, that I am able to be as normal as possible to do all the purpose I am supposed to do. So the first place where the replacement happened was my lower bone. Um, Most of them tell the same thing, Anusha. That's what they say. And therefore, like the first piece of bone, I could actually see the bones. They were blue Octorian crystalline. Octorian crystals. I will share the Octorian crystal here in the after in the comment section later on after this video. And actually, like Octorian crystalline, it is copper sulfate royal blue. Royal blue when it is transparent, transparent royal blue. That is the color of the bone that is being replaced here right now. So these are all crystalline in structure. They can be even flexible and like a little bit fluid whenever it is like our body will start becoming, because it is going to become it is going to have shape shifting ability. Bridget, we are going from carbon to silicon. Yes, silicon. Silicon, the implants which are placed in our body and all that, that is silicon. The contact lenses and all that, like it can be hard and it can even become soft. So it can take any shape depending upon the amount of plasma which is supplied to it. So you can have a very soft body, and suddenly you can shape shift, and then you can still have a hard body, as hard as a sand. Sand is once again silica. Silicon is usually the implants which is placed in our body, the breast implant and all that. All these have the silicone in it. So even the contact lenses. Okay. We are having a different body, and thank you, Bridget. Bridget has shared some. She's shared a web link. If you want, like after this video, you can go through the web link to understand more about the transformation that is going to happen in our physical body. So why all this preparation is already happening to us? And during the meditation, we are receiving several codes. we are receiving the Lion Gates transmission, the raindrop transmission, the waterfall transmission, the 11:11:11 transmission, Astra transmission, and my Archangel Michael transmission, Metatron transmission, Merkaba transmission. So many multitudes and multitudes of transmissions are sent to us. Why it is sent to us? To prepare us, to bring a complete change in us in every way, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, ethically, energetically, and also awaken us to higher selves and give us all the psychic powers, mystical abilities, and all that. Like with these abilities, we can understand what is coming. So from 2035 onwards, the war will become the war will happen between the light and the dark force. Now, people who are watching this video right now and who is going to watch the video later on, you are always given a choice which side you can choose. Whether you want to choose the dark side and then lose. How will be automatically pushed into the dark side when we are living with our ego? Hi Kim, if we are living with the ego and projecting lot of negative thoughts, emotions, behaviors, actions, and all that, negative thinking, lower vibe thinking, toxic behavior patterns, everything, all these things will automatically push us into the dark side and we will totally be perished. On the other side, every one of us, we can always choose to transmutate all this toxicity and negativity and then become unconditional love. We can always sit in meditation. All we have to do is spend at least 10 to 20 minutes in meditation and just say, connect with your heart and say, I want to transmutate all that is not love, all the lower vibes as well as the toxic vibes into unconditional love. I want to transmutate hatred, comparison, jealousy, revenging attitude and mentality. I want to transmutate everything that is low vibe into unconditional love, into love and its construct, into all the positivity. When you keep on telling that, just spend only 10 minutes, not more than that. You have 24 hours. So just spend 10 minutes connecting with your heart and telling, I want to transmutate all that. Why are you having irritability, frustration, pain, hurt, and all these fear and lower vibe emotions, thoughts, and feelings? Because you have undergone something in the past which you cannot forget. Yes, yes, Bridget. It's a very beautiful message, except of this website and what you are hammering into our heads every time, the cleanup operation, and consciously participate in the integration of your universal expression. You have to release any attachment to older and lower vibrations that defy or resist integration of every level of your universal being. Here are questions to get started. This is what she has sent a message, such a beautiful message. Thanks, Bridget. This is what we are. We have an universal and a galactic signature. We have to connect to our galactic signature and universal position. Every one of us is given a spot in the universal beingness, and let us recognize that we are an universal being. We are a part of the soul. We are a divine being and a galactic. We have a galactic identity with the source and identity with the universe. Let us remember that and remember why we have come here in this physical body, having this physical manifestation, for us to combat with the dark forces. We want to eliminate the dark force, and then we want to win over. And if all the time the light has won, every time light has won, and even now the light will win, there is no chance for any darkness to win. But how are every human being? We have come here for the human beings, and the human beings have to choose whether they still want to live with ego and lower vibe thoughts, emotions, and actions and behavior, and be gone into the darkness and be eliminated, or do you want to join hands with the light beings and start living in love? If there is love, is there war? There is no war. If there is love, there is forgiveness, and therefore if somebody hurt us, immediately we will forgive them, we will forget it, and once again we reconnect with them, because love is very strong. Just imagine, every one of you watching this video, there has been a time that you would have loved someone so crazily and so strongly and so crazily that we would have even tolerated the extremes of any human can tolerate. We would have tolerated verbal abuse, we would have tolerated insults, we would have tolerated even physical abuse from a person whom we have loved a lot. Why? Love is so strong that whatever the other way, we may love that person so much that whatever that other person does to us, like we keep on tolerating, because love is strong. The same way, like when the love towards everyone around us becomes very strong, when we totally become a being of love, an icon of love, whatever another person does, you will understand, or you will comprehend, or we may say, okay, maybe that person was in some stress or something like that. Normally they are not like that, and today they are like that, it's okay. And there may be some people who keep on tormenting us or something like that. It's okay, and they are born to do that. It's okay. Maybe they are like that with everyone. Maybe they were born with that energy signature. All you can do is you can just tell them very honestly, like at that moment when they are throwing up an attack towards us, at that time it's not a right time to speak to them. Just ignore their actions and behavior, and then keep quiet, and shut yourself completely, and don't throw up any kind of negative or attacking mood towards them. Just keep quiet. If you keep quiet, most of the problems are solved, and when they come down to their normal stretcher, just tell them how you behaved and whatever you enacted is totally inappropriate, and it is creating a lot of negative vibrations, and it is it is affecting you in a very negative way. Please try to control these kind of behavior. Try to do something and give them some tools, like share them some videos, or share them some posts or something. Share them some memes which will help them to think. How much ever you try to change the other person, it's very difficult unless and until that person wants to change himself. That is the truth, isn't it? That is the universal truth. You cannot force a person to change their attitudes and behavior, because they are very comfortable doing that, or maybe they enjoy doing that. So we cannot stop a person from doing something what they enjoy. So you can just tell them this is not going to happen. You can always in this video I have spoken to these kind of people. If you are connected to some kind of people who are always on the attack mode or something like that, just share this video with those people, and tell that they always have a choice to continue with their negative behavior, actions and attitudes, and then be drawn into the darkness and totally be perished or eliminated from the earth itself. They will encounter unnatural deaths and sudden deaths, or maybe they will become go into coma or vegetables, and unable to help themselves out. They may reach into these kind of states. We don't want them to reach there, and that is why you tell them that we don't want, we are trying to save you, and that is why we are sharing this video with you. So just share this with them, so that they at least at this high time they try to refrain themselves and change themselves and become unconditional love. And this message also goes to every persons all over the world, because now the forces have already played into the minds of lot of national leaders and politicians in such a way that, and even religious leaders, there are a lot of religions which usually wage war with other religious people. It is quite common all over, and it is very unfortunate and very sad and a very unhappy, unpleasant situation which we are encountering right now. The dark forces, they want to create clashes and civil war among ourselves. They want nation to fight with nations. They want other religion to fight with the other religions. They want to create racism, so that one race fights with the other race, and they want the humans to fight among themselves and kill themselves, each other, so that automatically, even before the dark forces come here and make an attack, even before that, they want to eliminate at least 50 to 60% of the human population. So all our loved ones and dear ones are among that 50 to 60% of this population. That is what is their planning strategy. They are inducing lot of violence into our minds and making us to battle with the other set of people. So humans killing humans, and they 50% of their job is done if we kill each other. Once we kill each other, 50% to 60% of the population is already eliminated. They have to deal only with the next 50 or 40% of the population. Hi Yogi Kumar. Their job has become so easy, and that is why this has been planned for thousands of years. They finally brought us into total ignorance and started enhancing anger, irritability, hatred and fear within us, and even the violence within us. And with hatred, anyone can murder another person with extreme hatred and anger. Yes or no? Revenge mentality, hatred, all these things. If the hatred is replaced with love, we cannot kill the other person. We can't even verbally hurt the other person. We can't physically beat, even slap another person. How can we murder the other person? It is not possible. So therefore, like the human beings, please don't go into this hatred behavior. Don't allow anger to overtake you. Don't allow the feelings of revenge, feelings of killing each other, destroying the other community, other people of other religions, people of other races, people of other country. Because this video is usually watched, like most of my live videos are watched by more than around 200 people, like people belonging to different parts of the world. So, hi Ayappan. Oh, Nilgiris, that's one of my favorite places. Ooty. So, I request everyone, how much ever possible, please, this is more as a message of peace rather than a message to induce fear, and it is a message of truth. Please don't give in to the darkness. Please don't give in to the give power to the dark forces. Let us become powerful. Let us all join hands. Let all the divine enlighten everyone. Let us understand what is going to come in the future, what is coming up. let us already prepare everyone to this truth just 15 years ahead. Even if you're 50 or 60 years old, I am telling you, you will all have a complete restructured body, and everyone will go back and attain a new physical body. And therefore, because the lifespan after this war, whoever have crossed this war, who have chosen the light, will live for nearly minimum 200, but actually 500 to thousands of years. You will all have this, and therefore you will be considered as a youth and a complete just imagine if you are living for and therefore please, actually, as I know, Kailash is Tiruvannamalai, Yogi Kumar. That is what I believe. But yes, Nilgiris is a very beautiful place with very, very, very beautiful temperatures. So therefore, spread this message along. Let the peace message and the message from the divine, because it is not Kavi who is giving this message. Kavi is just a channel. This is the source. This is God giving this message to the entire humanity. The war between the light beings and the dark forces is going to come. It is going to begin from 2035 onwards. Therefore, all the human beings have the choice to choose the darkness or the light. If you choose the light, you shall live for thousands of years, or you can become an eternal being, taking part in this war. But if you still remain as an ignorant human being, showing up all these lower vibrant negative attitudes like anger, hatred, hurting the other people, paining the other people, causing abuses, physical and verbal abuses and pains to others, revenge, and these kind of negative and toxic behavior, please transform yourself and start living in love. With the same name, Kavi Shakti, I have made lot of YouTube videos about how to transform yourself into unconditional love, how to bring in peace into your life, how to align yourself, how to control your mind, how to control your thoughts. Watch these videos. You will have a better understanding, and a complete transformation can happen within you. There are already now millions of light beings who have awakened all over the world, and everyone is giving the same message what I am giving. Trust these messages. Awaken. Open your hearts. Flower your heart. Become an icon of love. Start vibrating with love frequencies, unconditional love frequencies, so that the love completely erases hatred, comparison, jealousy, irritability, frustration, depression, stress, fear, etc. Love is very powerful. It can heal enmity. It can stop the war among yourself. Don't have hatred with people of the other nation, people of other race, people of other creed, people of other religion. We are all same in the eyes of God. Do not hurt each other. Do not beat up each other. Do not kill each other. Please replace hatred towards humanity. Please don't kill your own race. Please don't destroy your own race. Because the dark forces are waiting for this destruction. When we start killing each other, when we start beating up each other, when we start destroying each other, they can very easily take over us. And it is easy for them to enslave us. Please do not allow this to happen. Come to the light. Follow the light. Follow your heart. Follow the message of peace and unconditional love. Remember, Rama came here, Krishna came here, Jesus came here, Buddha came here, Sai Baba came here. All the beautiful divine beings came here to spread the message of peace and unconditional love. Let us vibrate with peace and unconditional love. Let us end hurting each other, paining each other. Let us stop all the ego attacks and let us look at the greater picture. We have to become one, unite as one, and fight against the dark forces. The darkness has entered our mind and has already controlling us. Do not allow the darkness to win. If you are allowing all the toxic and negative vibrations and thoughts and emotions, feelings, and showing these kind of behaviors and actions, it is understood that the darkness is controlling you. Now, today, Source is empowering each one of you. Everyone who connects with Source or your favorite God, whichever religion you belong to, every God has the same message. Connect with any God, any Guru, or any ascended master. Connect with your heart. Connect with love and gratitude and say, I want to become a being of light. Please help me transform into a being of light. Please help me transmutate all the negative and the lower vibrations into the vibrations of love. Help me live with my complete introspection, understanding, and observing all my toxic and negative thoughts and emotions and feelings and behavior, and try to refrain it and replace it with love, compassion, kindness, care, understanding, becoming non-judgmental, becoming zero opinion. Let me adopt gratitude, forgiveness, forgiving the other, forgetting all the unpleasant past, refraining everything and transcending beyond to become the icon of love and become a divine being. Let me go into the path of divinity and follow my heart and completely detangle myself by the ego mind control or the control by the dark forces. Help me, Source. Help me, God. Thank you. With the Yogi Kumar, yes, 2035 is too far, but with all the positivity increasing and all the ascended beings awakening here, the present message says that it is 2035, but it can happen even faster. I am speaking about the war in 2035. Before that, so much of preparation should happen in a heart, in a mind, in a beingness, totality, and we should have a complete physical body restructuring, and we have to have lot of integrate with the divine DNAs. So I send everyone healings and blessings. Seek any healing and seek any blessings, you shall be blessed, shall be healed. I thank Source, I thank all the gods and goddesses, archangels and angels, all the divine beings present here. I thank every one of you present here. I thank everyone watching the video right now and even later on. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the participation. Every awakening and the awakened being who is watching this video will have a complete quantum leap. Suddenly you will have extreme divine potentials, psychic powers and mystical abilities. This is a blessing from the Source. Complete empowerment, an extreme empowerment to all of you. Thank you all. Love and blessings.